Hi guys, hope you're well. I want to come on today just to bring in a message just about anything they want to tell us right now with the energies. And what came through straight away, we do have Archangel Raguel. He does want to say that I'm here. So Archangel Raguel is about divine order, about justice, about keeping everything nice and balanced. He is someone you should work with when you're trying to bring in harmony into your life. Okay, he's a really good one to work with when you're out of balance, and he's saying you're definitely out of balance. So one of the messages here is, and this goes hand in hand with the other message, they go together. We are out of balance. A lot of us are really thrown out. This year has been like a huge big what do they call them, the balls, those big giant wrecking ball, like a wrecking ball has come in this year. And for some of us, we may feel like, depending on where you are and what you've been through, you may feel like the wrecking ball was last year and this year it's still the aftermath. I feel personally, for me, the wrecking ball was this year. And it was not so much in my physical life at all, but very much in my body and my mental and my emotional capacity and healing. Just wrecking ball. Okay, and they're saying he's coming, it's like it's thrown us really out of balance, and we are all right now in a period of trying to regain that balance. And when I say all, maybe not all of us, that's not true. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, just let it go. But he's saying it's because the balance which we were working with before, so the balance that worked for us before in our lives, in our bodies, isn't the same balance that we need now. So because we've had this wrecking ball come into our energetic fields, we've had all this stuff be pushed out of us, we've had everything come up, and it has been coming up to be transmuted. We've had wounds, we've had fears, we've had past timelines, we just have all this stuff come up to be transmuted from the earth, from our ancestors. It's all coming up, especially if you're a light worker and helping with the transmutation process of the earth. Huge amount is coming up. So emotionally, energetically, it's just mentally, it's been like a wrecking ball coming and hitting us. And so since that's come down and it's been like, it's just smashed everything to smithereens, you now need to rebuild. And the way you used to find balance in the last year or two is not going to be the way you are going to need to find balance this year. Okay, because they're saying they're bringing in the big guys, they're bringing in the big timelines, the new timelines, the really high vibrational, really light timelines, because you've allowed the destruction of the old to happen so that the new can come in. Okay, but the new looks very different to the old for many of us, and equilibrium and harmony in that is very different. It's at a very different level. And even he's saying little things like we used to be able to get away with just doing a little bit of self-care each week, go to the gym once or twice, or used to be able to do it that way, and you could still do a huge workload and work. It's different now. It's like the priority needs to shift even more towards the energetic healing. My guides have told me recently that I need to be doing energetic healing at least once a week. It is of the utmost importance. It is crucial for my body and my health that I do energetic healing at least once a week. Luckily for me, I have that at my disposal, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very lucky. I know that my guides do support me, and that everything I need to do my role and to live my life is there at my disposal. It's just that I don't always remember it, and I don't always make time for it, and sometimes I deny it because I think I have to do X, Y, and Z, and that's kind of what they're saying is happening with a lot of us. Okay, because the shifting from, I'm hearing work hard, play hard. They're saying that's fine, you can work hard and play hard, but you need to work hard and play hard, and what play is and what work is are being redefined as well for a lot of us. So that too is throwing us off. So it's like, definitely work with Archangel Raguel. He's going to come in and he's going to help you sort that out. He's going to move the chess pieces around in your life. He's going to help make sure that the people who need to get their I don't like to say their karma, but to just make sure that all that is aligned, help to make sure that you're on path to get your rewards for all the work you've done. And that's not to say, it's coming into my head that someone goes, well, we shouldn't do things for the rewards. No, that's not what that's about. It's this the law of attraction. It's the law of karma. What you put out comes back threefold, okay? So if you've been putting out negative stuff, that's going to come back threefold, tenfold with the way we're manifesting these days. So it's the same thing, okay? It's the same thing. You put out good, you do the work, you do your healing, it comes back. And that is not about doing it for the reward, okay? So, sorry, that was a little bit bossy. That came through that way. So I had to be a bit stern about that. So definitely work with Archangel Raguel for that. And the reason we need to work with that is they're saying the universe wants to bring you. They want to bring you everything you want. It's in your heart for a reason. They want to bring it to you, but they can only bring to you what you're willing to receive. They can only bring to you what there's space for in your life. And if you're not creating the space for it in your life, then they can't bring it in. It can't slide in the door. Patience is a big one, and I know for myself, I get it. Oh, I just feel like every time I ask about certain things, like, be patient. And I'm like, so I'm going crazy. But it's easier to be patient when you're in balance. So the thing is with patience is if you're feeling really impatient, it means that you're probably not in balance and in harmony with yourself. So you need to make sure that you're prioritizing the things that help you move into that peace and harmony within yourself, okay? A good one is I don't need to be anywhere other than where I am right now, okay? I don't need to be anywhere other than where I am right now. I don't need to be anywhere other than where I am right now. Okay, use that affirmation if you're feeling impatient, if you're feeling a bit angsty, if you're feeling rushed, if you're feeling in fear, like I got to get this done, if you're not living in the present and you're constantly thinking about what needs to be done next, say that you're doing something that you're not particularly enjoying doing, if you're constantly in that space of, well, when I get out of this thing and then I'm here, like for example, maybe when you're at work, I know at work I can be like, I just can't wait till this day's over. I'm constantly thinking about the future instead of just being where I am. So if you use I don't need to be anywhere other than where I am right now, that's going to help you bring you back to the present moment, and that's going to create space and balance and harmony for what you want to come in, because it's already here. Whether it's love, whether it's career, whether it's money, whether it's a family, like where you're trying to have a baby, whether it's like a creative project idea, like you're just looking for inspiration, you need to be in a place of allowance to let that come in. Because if you're constantly ahead of yourself, how are you going to be where you need to be to receive it at the right time? It's like you're always trying to like figure out what it's going to be, where it's going to come. I'm exactly where I need to be. I don't need to be anywhere other than where I am. I do not need to be anywhere other than where I am right now. Okay, that's a really big one. Let's pull some cards. Let's see what else. Oh, they're saying protection. Guys, protecting yourself is really, really important, okay? Big time protection. And at the moment, you may need more protection than you normally need, okay? So double it up. Thicken your protective layer. Call in more angels. Call in more guides. Like, my guides have wrapped me in it. So protection is really important. Make sure that you're protecting yourself, cleansing yourself, because it's feisty out there at the moment. So I just looked up at the tree up there and I can see pretty fresh leaves coming on the tree, so pretty fresh little like new branches coming out, new growth basically. Oh, and there's a butterfly. Yeah, so new beginnings, guys. There's new growth coming in. The seeds you've already planted are sprouting. They're very healthy. Even if you can't see them, they're very healthy. They're saying you've really done the work with these things, and you'll know what they are, because these are the things you're like impatient about. You've really done the work, okay? They're really healthy. That new growth is really healthy, but you need to nurture it, okay? And you nurture it by nurturing you, okay? Because it's like, so like right now I can see that the tree, the new branches, the new shoots are coming out of the tree. Imagine you are that tree, okay? I'm sitting here next to this beautiful old tree. I'm going to show it to you. Oops, that's my face. And they very specifically said this is where I had to come and sit today. I came and did my yoga. And they showed it to me in my head. Like, they were very much like, this is where you need to sit. So imagine you are that tree. So all your new growth, everything you're creating, you're manifesting, is coming from you. So those new shoots that are coming out of you, they're very healthy. They're very well established. They were planted in the deepest of healthy, abundant, fertile soil. And yes, they are growing slowly, but they are growing strongly. And you need to nurture them by nurturing you, because they come from you. They're a part of you. They are you. So that saying, anything that's meant for you cannot pass you by. That's because anything that's meant for you is already yours. It's actually in your energy field. It's actually stemming from you. It's your creation. We are all beams from the same light source. So it's all coming from you. It's all connected. So to nurture new growth, because I often hear that people say, like, if you got a new relationship, you have a new project, you need to nurture it, you need to put the work into it. You do that first and foremost by putting that work into you. Okay, and then when you start to actually physically see the growth, because you've put so much work into you and nurturing you, that in turn allows you to know how to nurture the relationship. And also, especially with relationships, the same as anything, but it's more easy to understand with relationship, is because that person and you have that energetic connection. If you're nurturing yourself and you continue to nurture yourself, it stops independent. It stops you growing like this, so that you grow like this and your branches intertwine, and it reflects. So it's like, you know how trees have all the roots go through the earth and they connect, and they're all like the same water source. It's kind of the same thing they're saying with what you're creating. So there's like an interconnection with your roots, and the water source is clean. So when you nurture yours, this one here is also getting healthy and clean water. Does that make any sense? I don't know. It's the best way I can explain it. It's like it almost like prompts them to do the same. It's like a reflection kind of an energy that's happening. It's like nurturing you allows everything else to be nurtured. I hope that makes any sense. I got a bit like wayward on that. So that's really important. That's what they really want us to know. Let's see if there's anything else they want us to know. I'm actually hearing in this, so we have the Fool on the bottom of the deck, right? And I feel like this is how you need to see yourself. So we all have Emperor and Empress energy within us. But with this Emperor card, I feel like your word is above everyone else's. And that is meant in a way of, you need to know that your guidance, what you receive, what you know is right for you, is above what everyone else says is right for you. Okay, not at all that what you say is right for other people, or what's right for you is right for other people, or that you know better than anyone else, or that like you are the law of the land and you tell other people what to do. No, it's about being the emperor of your own reality and your own life. The Emperor card also too, he does not want for anything. The Emperor doesn't want for anything, okay? He has it all, much like the Empress. He's the masculine counterpart to the Empress. So he does not want for one single thing, and that is kind of the energy that you need to be in as well. So it's he knows that he will be provided for. There's also this energy coming through with the Emperor that like he knows that he's going to come up with the solution. He may not know what it is right now, but he knows it's going to work out. He's going to have it because he has all the necessities, all the support at his beck and call that he needs to figure it out, to get through a challenge, to come up with the strategy, to create, to solve the problem. He knows he has that, and that's why he's so confident and grounded within himself, okay? Because he knows that even in times of complete chaos, he will find the way through. He will know, because he knows he's not lacking for anything. He's not wanting for anything. He knows he has everything. And that is the energy that they want you to be in, to have, bring in your new beginning, okay? To take into this new beginning. Because if you're going to move into a new beginning of your life, you don't want to go in shaky foot, like unsure about where you're going. You want to take those steps going, no, I know that wherever this path leads me is correct, because I can feel it. And I know that I am supported in all ways, and that I am not wanting for anything, okay? That is the energy they want us to have, being crystal clear. Look at this, fell out of the deck, and we have like literally a big chunk fell out of the middle of the deck, and we have the Seven of Cups. It's like anything that your heart desires, you know, it's about seeing clearly, like cutting through the the opinions of others and all like the illusions, and just seeing straight to this is what I want, and being very clear about what you want, having clear intention about what you want, knowing that you can put in the work, and that's fine because you're going to have all the resources needed, knowing that you have put in the work. You've planted those seeds really, really well. You have really fertile soils because you've done your healing and you've gone through and you've been knocked down by the wrecking ball, and you're still going. Like, you're still going because you're supported here. It's also saying you have options. Don't feel like you're trapped. It's also saying that here, if you need to cut, so this too, the King of Swords for me also can be very strong Archangel Michael energy and like cutting cords. If you need to cut away at that which doesn't serve you anymore, at that isn't aligned with you, then you need to do that. You need to know that you trust your own intuition and know that you're supported enough to do that, okay? Very strong masculine energy. It's very strong go and doing what's best for you, like being your own boss kind of an energy. You know, you are the center of your universe.